Hi, welcome, and you're here on time. I want to respect that. It is the top of the hour, so we're going to get right into it. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to share this information with you, so let's get right into it. So my promise to you is you're going to see clearly how to give yourself a raise this week, keep 100% of the money, and not have to deal with Uber. My goal is you get a raise this week. Now, in order to do that, we live in a technology is, it's on your smartphone. So in order to do that, in order to deliver on my promise to you, I'm asking you to power down your phone, close the email, close the Facebook, and for a few minutes, test me and see that I don't show you the value. Right? So let me share with you a little bit about myself, just so I can share my story, and I'd imagine that inside of my story, you will see something, see maybe your story, right? So again, my name is Brian Daly, and I grew up in Chicago. I now live in LaGrange, and I'm married to my beautiful wife and a father to 3 girls. I wrestled for a lot of years, ended up wrestling 4 times in the NCAA National Championships, where I actually choked and I kept getting to the tournament, and I couldn't quite break through to be an All-American. So I kept getting to the tournament, and something kind of seemed to happen at that tournament, and I didn't place. Right? In the picture there, you can kind of see that there's a book there. Ended up publishing a book called The Inner Game of Wrestling. It became a bestseller. But more importantly, I think for you, what I want to share with you is that I really struggled starting out. My first few businesses and startups, I did a lot of things wrong. Right? I used credit to attend different business events. I would fly out, stay in hotels, pay for that event. And I ended up spending $20,000 on a mastermind group, another $9,000 at another event. They said, you need a coach, so I got a coach. Hired an ad agency that didn't work out. Hired a branding expert. So, inside of doing some of that, why I'm sharing that with you is I can really appreciate turning on an app and getting customers, right? Is really focusing and just delivering, rides to customers and cashing out and getting paid. Not having to find the customers, right? Not have to keep that customer, not to deliver to. I mean, it's just. There are some real advantages to turning on an app and getting customers. So that's kind of how I fell into ride sharing. And now, fast forward to today. So today I'm consistently making at least $1,200 a week. And that's just with this one ride sharing, this one income stream, right? So I share with you that because again, if someone doesn't have the results that you're looking for, why listen to them? It's a lot of opinion, right? And I'm not looking to give you opinion here. And inside of that, I've done a lot of things right? So inside of building a business, I've done a lot of things right, and I've done a lot more things wrong, as I clearly shared with you a few minutes ago. And what I found is that the most expensive information is the wrong information. And in the next few minutes, you're going to see very clearly that I have the right information. So let's look at the hard way, right? The hard way of earning a consistent income with ride sharing. So the hard way is driving with only one company, one app, or even 2 companies and 2 apps. Okay, being at the effect of the decisions the company that you drive for make. Okay, the other hard way, waiting an hour plus at the airport lot for a ride. I used to like airport rides because they were predictable. I knew what I was getting. And, sitting at the airport with 100 other drivers is, it just doesn't quite make a lot of sense when you break it down, the math, right? And the different bonuses that they offer for getting more rides. So the hard way, driving a car that does not maximize your earning potential. I started out, I was driving a 2013 Honda Civic. I quickly realized that in order to position myself to make the most money, it made a lot of sense to upgrade and get something that fit more passengers, an XL or a Lyft Plus vehicle. And what I found is, a few rides during that week would pay for any difference in what I was paying monthly for that vehicle. So being able to position yourself to earn the most from the pay plan is important, right? So the hard way, not staying current on the ride-sharing industry, not being a student of the industry, not being up to date on what's happening and what it means to you. And I find these Facebook groups are great to really press in and be a student of the industry. And then lastly, the hard way, competing with all the other drivers, doing what everybody else is doing. Being at that base level, I guess in this case would be Uber X or just the normal Lyft, competing with all those other drivers. And in this online event, I'm going to show you how to position yourself so you stand out, and when you stand out, you're going to make more money. So I love this quote. If it's good enough for the CEO of Apple, it's good enough for us. So Wayne Gretzky, famous hockey player, says, "I skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been." So if you are going where the puck is, you're already late and you've missed it. Going where rideshare is going might just be the single most important business decision you make. It's the difference between continuing to make a good money and struggling to make money. There is an easier way. Again, my goal is for you to give yourself a raise this week. And to do that, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets. So I'm going to give you all 3 secrets, and then I'm going to break down each secret and share a little bit about that secret. Fair? All right, great. So secret number 1, how to best position yourself to drive less, earn more, and not have to risk your health. Now, I'm not talking about going out and getting a new car here, okay? That might make sense, and that's not what I'm talking about here, okay? Secret number 2, what you need to know to be where the puck is going and get in on the best deal in the city for customers and for drivers, and while it's still hot. Secret number 3, how to win the rideshare game, especially when Uber and Lyft are at war, constantly changing things, cutting prices, and your earnings. All right, secret number 1, how to best position yourself to drive less, earn more, and not have to risk your health. See, for me, what I found is if I just turned on that app and drove for as long as I could, and I'd make great money, and I was getting sick. I'd get sinus infections, or I would get the flu, or I'd get sick. And so that wasn't quite working. So what I found, one of the best ways to position yourself is to earn the new driver bonuses. Okay? So to capitalize on that new driver bonus, when you average out those rides for that, that week or week and a half or 2 weeks, what I'm finding is, man, it increases that average transaction size, that average ride by a multiple. So, capitalizing on these new driver bonuses that they throw out there is critical, right? To earning the most you can in the shortest amount of time and not have to risk your health in doing it, all right? Secret number 2, what you need to know to be where the puck is going and get in on the best deal in the city for customers and drivers, and while it's still hot. So, what you need to know here, right, is, so there's a new game in town, okay? While Uber and Lyft are all competing with each other, and they're killing each other with the prices and slashing, and then people are complaining about taking Uber pools and Lyft lines and getting paid, and then the companies justify those rates by saying, hey, we give you a bonus if you do so many rides, right? I get it. Now, what you need to know to be where the puck is going, to be where rideshare is going, is that there's a new company. Okay, and especially if you're in Chicago, listen up, because those Lyft lines and those Uber pools, here with this company, you're going to get paid more when you pick up another person. Okay, and you're going to keep 100% of your earnings. So this is where things are going. You can do what you're currently doing. This is just in addition to. And why it's the best deal for customers and for drivers? Well, for customers, they're paying a flat rate, all right? And the secret is, it took me a while to figure this out, is that they were paying a flat rate, but they pay up front, right? Unlike Uber and Lyft, where they're paying on demand, right? With this company, the cash flow kind of works differently, because they have to pre-purchase so many dollars in rides, so they're charged a flat rate, but you get paid more per mileage and for time. And so that's why it's the best deal for customers. They're paying a flat rate, like $3.95 to go wherever they go. And why it's the best deal for drivers is the new driver bonus. Getting the new driver bonus on 30 rides. That's unheard of, and you want to get in before everybody else is in. So that's enough about secret number 2. I'll share a couple more details on that later. Okay. So secret number 3: how to win the rideshare game, especially when Uber and Lyft are at war, constantly changing things, cutting prices, and your earnings. So how to win the war, right? How do you position yourself to not be at the effect of Uber or at Lyft's, their decisions? So it's having another alternative, right? So especially if you're driving for one company, you're at the effect of those choices that the company makes. And so when you're able to position yourself to capitalize on a new driver bonus, when you have another app that you can earn 100% of the earnings, you get 100% of the rocket rate, which is the same as the surging or the prime time. So, being out in front of this so that you don't miss it, right? So maybe you're asking right now, what makes this different? So let me introduce you to Via. So would it be okay with you to share with you what you're going to get when you drive for Via? Okay, great. So what you're going to get here, you're going to get $25 for completing your first ride. That's a $25 value. You're going to get $25 for completing your first ride on the day that you get approved. That's another $25. And just so you know, the day you get approved is the day that they send you your password. Okay? You're going to get $250 for your new driver bonus when you complete only 30 rides, and you get 2 weeks to do it. Now, most of you guys know that you can finish 30 rides in 2 to 3 days, right? So that's a $250 value. What you're going to get is you're going to keep 100% of your earnings on all your rides. That's for a limited time, okay? So no 75-25 like the other companies where you keep 75% and you pay out 25% to the company. Right now, you're going to keep 100% of your earnings. So here's another thing. You're going to keep 100% of the prime time, the surge, the rocket rate. So I went through my income statements, my payroll, not payroll, but my income statements. And what I noticed is this rocket rate, this surge, is about 60 to 80% more money. Okay, so for me, that was another $83 in value. So you're going to get paid more for line rides and pool rides. So what I mean is that when you see all the so you're going to with Via. One of the awesome things is you're only picking people up on major intersections. So what happened for me is I would pick up multiple people at, well, not a couple people, not like a whole car full, right? But I'd pick up multiple people at one corner. So it saved me time. I didn't have to go. It's not a door-to-door service, right? If they're not on the corner, they get less than a minute, and you're done. You're gone. So what happens is you pick up that first person. Then when on your ride, all the customers know that it's very possible that you might be picking up another person, and you want to pick up another person. Why? Because you start to get paid more for picking up that. So your rate from 90 cents a mile to 20 cents a minute goes to like $1.07 a mile to 30 cents a minute. So it's totally counterintuitive to Uber and Lyft, where you get paid less for picking up the next person. You're actually getting paid more for picking up another person. And right now I'm putting a value on that. Look back at some of my rides, and it's a $20 value. Now look at what you're going to get is also A+ in-person office support, live phone and text support when you're driving. You actually can call and talk to someone about the ride or the route. You can there's text support, live text. There's a real person, not a machine or a robot that replies, and the answer that they reply with has nothing to do with what you asked, right? I didn't put a value on this, but the peace of mind and just being able to know you can communicate to a real person, you can put a value on that. So the total value here is $703. Now, I want to share with you. So listen, at the end of this online event, I'm going to give you an opportunity to say yes to Via. You're apply with Via and start with them and get the new driver bonus. Keep 100% of your earnings. Get all this, right? So, but I'm going to stack this so that it's a no-brainer for you, okay? So bonus number 1, you're going to get free ride credits. It's a $20 value. Bonus number 2, you're going to get access to my private Facebook group to stay current with what you need to know to make the most money and have the most fun doing it. And when you get accepted into the group, or once you apply and then you get accepted into the group, you're going to see the value in this group. It's the top income earners that are earning a good income with Via. Okay. And bonus number 3. This is worth your entire time of being on this webinar. So you're gonna get my secret referral strategy that had me earn $923 for less than 2 days of work. That's a $923 value. Now, let me just share something else with this. So just note that this bonus is for the first 5 people that apply with VIA. Once you apply, they're going to send you an application, fill out the application, and then you go into the office. You don't have to wait for an approval. Go into the office. They do like a 15-minute orientation where they kind of share with you the difference, and it's really valuable. But this bonus here is only for the first 5 people who apply, get approved, and you take at least your first ride, okay? So let me just cover it one more time. This is what you're going to get. $25 for completing your first ride. It's $25 value. $25 for completing your first ride on the day you get approved. That's a $25 value. Again, here it says that the day you get approved is the day that they send you your app password, which we covered. You're going to get $250 for completing only 30 rides. That's a $250 value. You're going to keep 100% of your earnings on all your rides, and it's for a limited time. Listen, the average ride, I'm going to be conservative here and tell you the average ride is $10. Okay, so if you start to do the math here on an average ride of $10, which at 30 rides, that's $300. So that's a $300 value. You're going to keep 100% of your prime time, surge, and rocket rate. That's anywhere from 60 to 80% more money for that week. It's an $83 value. The Liftline, Uber Pool Premium. That's when you get paid more to pick up, just the premium, to pick up the next customer, right? So this is in addition to everything else that you're getting paid. You're going to get paid more in distance and in time when you get another request to pick up another customer. You're going to get the in-office support. You can go to the office, get support. They are awesome with income statements. Just any concerns or errors. The one that I've noticed is getting that $25 for your first ride. I don't know why, but there's a breakdown, and they pay it out. It's real simple, okay? So in-office support, live phone, and text support. I'm talking about when you're out driving, you have someone you can call. You have a text message, someone that you can text message. They did a good job with this. So you're also going to get that first bonus number 1, a code for some free ride credits. It's a $10 or $20 value. Bonus number 2, access to my private Facebook group of top income earners. Stay current with what you need to know to make the most money and have the most fun doing it. And like I said, you're gonna put a price on that. For me, these Facebook groups have been absolutely priceless. And then bonus number 3, that is worth the entire thing, is my secret referral strategy that had me earn $923 for less than 2 days of work. That's a $923 value. So the total value is $1,636. So if all this did, right, was put at least an extra $600 in your bank account this week, would it be worth it? If all this did was put an extra $1,636 in your bank account over the next 2 weeks, now it doesn't have to take that long, but if it did, would it be worth it? If all this did was, listen, if I'm only half right, and you put an extra $818 in your bank account in the next 2 weeks, I'm being conservative here. If you put an extra $818 in your bank account in the next few weeks, would it be worth it? Now that's on top of, remember, that's on top of any additional income that you're going to get for driving for Uber and driving for Lyft, on top of any of those earnings. So now in the past 30 minutes or so, would you agree it's been time well spent? You know, by now you can really see there's something here, a strategy to earn more. And I can't possibly cover everything here, so what I'm going to do is, real quick, just imagine for a moment. Imagine what it would be like. Imagine what it would be like to get that pay raise this week. What would that do for you? What would that mean for you? You know, what could you do with it? So now you have two choices, right? So the first option is you can do nothing. And the second option is you can give yourself a raise this week, apply, do the 30 rides, get the bonus, add 100% of these earnings to your Uber and Lyft earnings for the week. You're starting to see it make sense, right? So here's what to do next, okay? So apply and register at driverideshare.com. So you don't have to wait. Just you can go there now, driverideshare.com. The first 5 who apply, get accepted, and you go into the office, they approve you, and you take your first ride. Again, I'm going to give you that third bonus that is worth, actually it's worth so much more than the results that I got from it, because I don't want to give you too much away. But so this is here's what to do next, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. The math makes sense. Okay, so just go ahead, go to driverideshare.com and apply. Now, for those who are kind of thinking about it, you're on the fence, I'm going to go through this one last time, what you're going to get. You know, if you're detail-oriented, you want to get your cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure that you know, I'll go through it one more time, okay? So you're going to get $25 when you complete your first ride. That's a $25 value. You're going to get $25 when you complete your first ride on the day that you get approved. That's another $25. You're going to get $250 when you complete only 30 rides. That's a $250 value. You're going to keep 100% of your earnings on all your rides. This is for a limited time. That's a $300 value, and I shared with you how I came up with that. You're going to keep 100% of the prime time, surge, and rocket rate. That's an $83 value. The premium for Lyft lines, for Uber pools, you're going to get paid more when you pick up these people. And I'm not talking about the company. There's another bonus that I haven't even mentioned here that they have been doing for weekends. You know, it's kind of like you do so many rides and they give you, I think it was $75 this week. The weekend it was $85. I'm not even including that in here. So they have that too, right? It's not just the premium that you get paid for picking up that next customer. They also have for number of rides that you complete. And you're also going to get that live in-office support, that live phone and text support. You can pick up the phone and call someone regarding an issue or something regarding your last ride. That's for people who are like driving, right? That's the support when you're driving, okay, for Via. Bonus number 1 is you're going to get codes for free ride credits. I put a $10 or $20 value on it. You can put it on as many phones as you want. Bonus number 2, you're going to get access to my private Facebook group of top income earners. Stay current with what you need to know to make the most and have the most fun doing so. I'm going to let you put a price on that. And bonus number 3, my secret referral strategy that had me earn $923 in less than 2 days of work. That's a $923 value. So the total value there is $1,636. So $1,636. That's what I'm inviting you to take advantage of. Pick up that value. And again, if all this did was put an extra $600 in your bank account this week, would it be worth it? If all this did was put an extra $1,636 in your bank account over the next 2 weeks, would it be worth it? Now, again, if all this did was I'm only half right, and you put an extra $818 in your bank account, would it be worth it? Here's what to do next again. If you're still with me here, go to driverideshare.com, register and apply to Drive. You're going to be so glad that you did, and I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group, and I'll see you in the Facebook group, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.